This video chart presentation of Motricity Inc. It's a NASDAQ Global Market Stock trading our ticker MOTR. Real nice move off the bottom yesterday, up about 13%. Definitely an increase in volume, 2.2 million shares traded. RSI is saying that some momentum is really trying to shift it into gear, looking to break through 50. So we're going to take a look at the other indicators, seeing if they're giving us any hints. It's going to continue to try and hold this base and potentially make a move off the bottom. It's a nice upward trend in the MACD. Histogram bars just now popped through zero, saying there's a bullish cross, the 12 through the 26 EMA. MACD is approaching zero, and that's certainly something that I'll look for. Try and form a pattern, something along those lines. I want to see a strong upward channel of higher lows and higher highs to show that there's a nice strengthening trend. Overall, though, right now, price per share is making a new low. MACD is making a new high. That's a positive divergence and a signal of potential bottom. PPO also trending upward. ADX is in a nice reversal position. Although I certainly wouldn't call this a second PPO ADX pinch. It is somewhat similar, because the negative DIs climb back up high and the ADXs climb back up over top of 30, what I often refer to as a loose pinch. But as far as the overall patterns of the PPO and ADX in relation to each other, it's a very nice position for a reversal. Money flow index, all three components making their way through 50, tells me that people are paying higher prices for the stock over the last given amount of periods. Accumulation distribution, I want to see it hold this area. This is still holding a downward trend. A little bit of a sharp movement yesterday to show that there's some accumulation going on. But I want to see this start to uptrend and break this overall downward path it's been on. Shaky money flow, buying pressure yesterday on the increase in volume made that snap upward pretty quickly. Correlates to the last 20 periods about having even buying and selling pressure. CCI holding above negative 100, making a higher low. Again, that's a nice look. Right around zero right now. Says the buying's back around its 20-day mean. Full stow still down low, but trying to make slightly higher lows. I'm not getting much of a read from the full stow, but it is saying that some momentum is trying to come into the play. Of course, I want to see this over top of 50 and trending over that key area to show sustained bullishness in the momentum. Tricks, like the MACD, starting to make a higher low. Looks like a bullish cross could be happening. It's a nice look to the tricks for an overall shift in trend. As I mentioned, the RSIs coming out of oversold territory, now pushing on that key 50 mark and showing that some stronger momentum is coming into the play as the stock price is holding a base. Undoubtedly, I'd put a bottom support at 43 cents. That would be a critical area to hold for me. So look at a 9-month chart. It's pretty clear that there's no support in sight if it happens to fall through 43 cents. So I'd really want to see it hold that mark. To the upside, I'd be looking to see if this can break through 55. I'd call that a general area right up there to around 57. That's where the 50-day moving average is. It's always a source of dynamic resistance. Clearly, there's some static resistance there as well based on the fact that it was an old support level. Into the upper side of that to 57, with this closing at 51. That's still 10% to go up there and challenge that 50-day moving average. So I think traders will be keeping an eye on that because it has a nice quick little short upside to it. And if it can break through that, won't run into more resistance until up closer to 80 cents. 75 was a strong area of support back in the early part of 2012. And right through that area had a difficult time just a couple months ago trying to break through and hold above that level. But that's a pretty substantial upside from 51 cents up to around 75, 78 cents to the next resistance point. So because of that spike in volume yesterday, it's not as great a volume as it can be. You can see through here 6 million shares traded, some days in excess of 10 million. But given its trading pattern over the last several months, that's a nice increase in volume. It shows that people might be seeing this as a buying opportunity on this bottom support. So as such, I'll be keeping an eye on this chart to hold support and see if it can blow through that resistance and start trending above the 50-day moving average again. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the MOTR chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching and trade smart.